Most people don't realize that your emotional state, your frequency, isn't just targeted, it's actually monetized. It's not just about your possessions or even your thoughts. The real battleground is your emotional state, your vibration. Narcissism and organized stalking aren't random. They're tools designed to disrupt your energy, to keep you emotionally upset, and to profit from that chaos. This is the true war, and understanding it is the first step to reclaiming your power. The war isn't for your money or your possessions, at least not directly. The real battle is waged by narcissistic systems and organized stalkers who thrive in the shadows, manipulating the invisible spaces between your thoughts, your emotions, and the frequencies you can't see but always feel. Their first move: hit you with a version of truth that unsettles, confuses, and hooks your attention. These systems don't just want your time, they want your emotional energy. Every notification, every sensational headline, every urgent ping is a calculated tactic to provoke anxiety, outrage, or fear. The goal? To keep you running, distracted, and disconnected from your own center. Because the more distressed you are, the more you consume, click, and react. It's not really about your vote or your opinion. Those are just surface-level tokens in a much deeper game. Narcissistic systems and organized stalkers use polarization and engineered outrage to keep you emotionally invested, and to harvest your reactions for profit. Your sense of self, your ability to discern truth from noise, and your willingness to stand in your own power are the real targets. It's your vibration they're after. When your energy is scattered, manipulated, or controlled, you become easier to dominate and easier to monetize. Tactics like relentless notifications, algorithmic outrage, and targeted harassment are all designed to keep you anxious, fearful, and reactive. In that state, you're not just distracted, you're vulnerable, and your distress becomes a commodity. This is the vibration war, engineered by those who profit from your distress. The noise, the chaos, the relentless stream of information, all are tactics to keep you off balance, to make you question your instincts, and to keep you searching for answers outside yourself, often in places that sell you solutions to the very anxiety they create. Tech, trauma, media, and emotion, all weaponized for profit. Every story that triggers fear, every image that sparks outrage, every algorithm that amplifies division, these are the tools of narcissistic systems and organized stalkers. Your emotional responses are tracked, measured, and sold. The battlefield is your mind, your heart, your very sense of peace. This isn't spiritual paranoia, it's a systemic strategy. The systems in place are designed to keep you reactive, consuming, and doubting your own intuition. It's not about conspiracy. It's about control and profit, and the methods are more sophisticated than ever before. And every time you're unsettled, every moment you're pulled away from your own truth, someone profits. Your distress is their revenue stream, but the real truth, the power to reclaim your vibration, your peace, and your sovereignty is always within you. The first step is to see the mechanisms for what they are, and to choose every day to return to your own center. At the heart of narcissistic systems lies a calculated strategy, targeting individuals energetically to keep them off balance and out of alignment. This isn't just about manipulation through words or actions. It's about orchestrating a constant drain on your emotional and psychological energy. The real battleground is your internal state, and the goal is to destabilize you so thoroughly that you become easier to control and exploit. These systems are designed to keep you in a perpetual state of energetic vulnerability, which ultimately serves those in power, often for financial gain. The tactics go beyond simple control. They're about keeping you upset, dysregulated, and energetically depleted. When you're thrown into emotional chaos, your energy becomes scattered and your defenses weaken. In workplaces, families, or social circles, you might notice recurring patterns, subtle jabs, shifting loyalties, or a constant sense of unease. These aren't accidental. They're engineered to keep you in a state of confusion and distress, making you more susceptible to energetic targeting and more profitable to those orchestrating the system. Organized stalking is a prime example of this energetic assault. It's not just about being watched or intimidated. It's about creating a relentless sense of threat that keeps you in a state of high alert. This constant pressure is designed to collapse your internal stability, making you question your reality and eroding your sense of safety. The more upset and out of alignment you are, the easier it is for those behind the system to manipulate you and to profit from your distress, whether through direct exploitation or by feeding larger financial structures that benefit from your disempowerment. You're constantly hit with triggers, microaggressions, strange coincidences, silent observers. Each of these is carefully orchestrated to provoke an emotional response, keeping you in a state of hypervigilance and self-doubt. This isn't random. It's a system designed to keep you energetically off balance, which in turn makes you easier to influence and ultimately more profitable to those running the show. The result? A powerful energetic reaction: fear, anger, confusion, all of which lower your frequency and contract your energy field. You might feel your heart racing, your breath shortening, or a heaviness in your chest. These aren't just psychological effects. They're energetic shifts that make you more vulnerable to manipulation. The more you're kept in these states, the more those orchestrating the system can siphon your energy and benefit financially from your ongoing distress. When your energy field is weakened, your natural defenses, intuition, boundaries, sense of self, are compromised. You may find it harder to trust yourself, make decisions, or stand up for your needs. This is exactly where narcissistic systems want you: energetically depleted and easy to influence. In this state, you're more likely to comply, to spend, or to participate in systems that funnel resources and power upward, fueling the financial interests of those orchestrating the targeting. In this vulnerable state, you become programmable, open to suggestion, manipulation, and control. This is the ultimate aim of energetic targeting: to keep you upset, out of alignment, and energetically drained, so you're easier to exploit for someone else's financial gain. Recognizing these patterns is the first step to reclaiming your energy, restoring your boundaries, and breaking free from systems that profit from your distress. Now, let's peel back the curtain on the tech that powers more than just our digital lives. It's not only about the devices in your hand or the screens you stare at. All around us, invisible networks are humming, 5G towers rising above city skylines, saturating the air with electromagnetic fields. But these aren't just passive structures. They're active tools, often weaponized by narcissistic entities to orchestrate organized stalking and create disharmony. These networks pulse with data, signals, and frequencies, many of which are designed to go unnoticed, yet they play a direct role in manipulating environments and individuals. EMF saturation is the new normal, a silent, ever-present force that can be harnessed to disrupt, surveil, and control. And then there are the sonic frequencies, tones and vibrations engineered to be just outside the range of conscious hearing, yet still capable of influencing the body and mind in subtle, profound ways, often to destabilize and disorient. Every day we're immersed in this digital soup. The devices we use, phones, earbuds, tablets, are more than just tools. They're conduits, constantly interacting with our nervous systems. But in the hands of those with hidden agendas, these devices become instruments of surveillance and psychological manipulation. The signals they emit and receive don't just stop at the surface of our skin. They penetrate, reaching into our brains, subtly shifting our brainwaves, and even influencing the delicate balance of our subtle energy bodies. This relationship is both intimate and invasive, and when exploited, it can be used to track, harass, and destabilize targeted individuals, all while shaping our thoughts, moods, and even our sense of self, often without us realizing it. But honestly, it doesn't end there. The tech is just the delivery system. What's being delivered? Emotional programming, carefully crafted music, films designed to tug at your heartstrings, and viral TikTok trends that sweep through the collective consciousness like wildfire. These aren't just entertainment, they're powerful tools for shaping how we feel, what we desire, and even what we fear. In the context of organized stalking, these streams of content can be weaponized to trigger anxiety, paranoia, or despair in targeted individuals, while the orchestrators profit from the chaos and confusion they create. Every catchy song, every dramatic movie scene, every trending meme is a data point in a vast experiment in emotional engineering, often with the intent to destabilize and divide. These constant streams of content condition your baseline vibration, the emotional frequency you carry with you day in and day out. What you consume, whether it's a heartwarming story or a fear-inducing headline, becomes the raw material for your inner world. For those targeted by organized stalking, this content is often manipulated to reinforce isolation, fear, and confusion. Over time, your emotional responses are shaped, nudged, and sometimes even manipulated by what you see and hear. The line between authentic feeling and programmed reaction blurs, and it becomes harder to tell where your true self ends and the influence of these hidden agendas begins. And what you feel, those emotions, those moods, creates your frequency. It's not accidental. The interplay between technology and emotion is deliberate, designed by narcissistic entities to keep you engaged, reactive, and at times, off balance. The more you're plugged in, the more your frequency is shaped by forces outside your conscious control. For those orchestrating organized stalking, this is the ultimate goal: to profit from the chaos, to feed off the disharmony, and to keep you trapped in a feedback loop where what you consume shapes how you feel, and how you feel determines what you seek out next. This is electromagnetic manipulation on a global scale, but also a targeted one. It's a web of influence that stretches from the devices in your pocket to the towers on your street, from the content you watch to the emotions you feel. The question isn't whether you're affected, it's how aware you are of the hidden tech and the narcissistic agendas behind organized stalking, shaping your reality and profiting from the resulting chaos every single day. When you're thrown into energetic chaos, you instinctively seek relief, scrolling, shopping, chasing drama, or diving into distractions. For narcissistic systems and organized stalkers, this is exactly the point. Every time you react, you feed their machine. Your distress is profitable. The more upset and out of alignment you are, the more you spend, the more data you generate, the more predictable you become. Your confusion is a currency, one that narcissistic systems and organized stalkers cash in on over and over. The platforms and entertainment you turn to for comfort are designed to keep you hooked, to keep you off balance, and to keep you spending. In the end, disharmony is engineered, because your lack of alignment is their financial gain. Here's what narcissistic and organized stalking tactics can't touch: a calm, coherent field, a sovereign vibration. When you reclaim your energy and maintain your frequency, you become ungovernable, not by tech, not by trauma, not by fear, and not by manipulation. You don't resist these tactics by fighting back on their terms. You disrupt their profit model by tuning out the noise, aligning your emotions, and tuning into yourself. That's real sovereignty. This isn't just about awareness. It's about reclaiming your energy from the systems that seek to control it. Your frequency is your firewall against narcissistic manipulation and organized stalking. Your peace is your protest, your refusal to be emotionally hijacked. Your vibration is your vote in this invisible war. Realign it, guard it, reclaim your emotional sovereignty, cultivate your energy, own your truth. Like this video if you're ready to resist manipulation. Share this with someone who needs to remember their power. And subscribe if you're ready to realign, resist, and reclaim, one truth at a time.